Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing a clip of myself getting caught in 301 and making some plays to take down a 3-man and to show where I went right, where I went wrong, what could have been done better, and ways that you could use this to improve your own gameplay. So as you see here, I start taking some red tracers, which I noticed right about here. You can see the red tracers flying by. See if we can catch them in action again. There's one more. Yeah. And at that point, once I see the red tracers, I know that I'm not fighting anything too scary. However, it clearly hurt me pretty badly when he hit me in the arm, so I'm assuming it's either BT or 56A1. And either of those obviously can do better than my MP7 at a long range, so I'm really not trying to re-peek them. And of course, I have no idea how many people are over there or what I'm really against. So I decided to just lie down for a moment, heal up, fix my heavy bleed, and see if we can get some more information, as I believe that information is everything. And I don't like to act on no information. I feel like we're pretty safe behind this cupboard here, so I decided to go for the serve kit. I know that we're not going to get picked off unless somebody gets some kind of crazy nade across, which I don't even think is possible. So I decided to heal up, take my time, take a Propital for a painkiller in case I need to run, and hit the serve, get my arm back on, and then reassess the situation. However, once opening the serve, I start hearing somebody run across what I believe is Skybridge. I can't tell, but it seems like there's somebody running across Skybridge, which means that they're going to be up here pretty soon, and I need to get into a position in order to defend myself. Now, I know that there might still be somebody across, so I really don't want to peek in a position where I'm going to be seen from across, and then I see that green laser on the wall. Not sure if you can see it, but right about here, I can see the green laser on the wall, so I know that there's still somebody across, which I'm glad that I chose the position I did. However, I took too long to get into the position. I kind of got stuck on the chair, which left me open to getting sniped from the window, but you can't be perfect. We still chose the right position. We're pretty hidden from anyone turning this corner. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody sit in the planters before, but it's a pretty dirty spot. It's really hard to see. So we hear him running up. We know he's coming. Getting my angling ready to make sure that I can hit my shots when he pushes up. I hear him coming. I get ready to shoot. Easy kill on that guy. Now I want to get behind the cupboard again, make sure that I'm not exposed. And it's at this point that I know that he's going to be waiting for me. So only one of two things are going to be happening here. Let me pause it so we can discuss why I made the play that I did. Only one of two things are going to be happening. He's either still holding that window, expecting me to run down the hallway, either to loot or to try and fight him or to try and get away, whatever it might be. Or he's also rotating towards me in order to pick a fight with me now that he knows where I am, and trying to save his teammates' gear. I know, however, that if he were to push across, he would be at a disadvantage, and I don't believe that that's the play that he's going to make. So I decide that my best play is to push out as fast as possible, get all the way around, and flank him all the way up on third on east. So I decide to jump off of the balcony onto the land bridge to admin from west, rotate around admin rather than through the middle courtyard because it'd be harder for him to see or hear me, and then take an angle on him from third floor of east. This is a really important jump if you guys don't know about it. All you have to do is jump right over the corner ledge here of 301, and you can land right onto that admin bridge with taking very minimal damage, and then you can hop off on either side. I decided to jump off on this side because I figure the wider I run around, the less he'll hear me, the less chance that he'll see me, and the safer it'll be for me, the more surprising it'll be for him, therefore the better opportunity I'll have to kill him. Now right here I make a decision that I don't agree with. In hindsight, what I would have done is ran out this way to the left around the back of admin and then pushed through the door here where he wouldn't have heard me. However, I decided to shoot out the glass, which means he's going to hear me, and puts myself in a much worse position where he's kind of waiting for me now to come up these stairs. He knows if I break this glass that I don't really have anywhere else to go. So I just hope that he's unaware or I get lucky and he doesn't hear it. Immediately after shooting this window, I realized that it was the wrong play, and I need to do something in order to gain my element of surprise back, in order to gain a benefit of some kind in this fight that'll help me win it. So by jumping out, the first thing that I do is I decide to throw a nade on second. Now I know he's on third, but I decide to throw a nade on second to try and distract him with audio, not to make him know that I know where he is, only to distract him with audio so that when I push up these stairs, he'll be less likely to hear me and therefore will give me a better option in attacking. And on top of that, that grenade landing where it did will make him think that maybe I'm on second or maybe I think that he's on second, which gives me an extra element of information that I have that he doesn't think that I have. I immediately push up to third as fast as possible. Now, some of you may think that it would be better to creep. It might be. But being the way that I play, I'm pretty confident in my shot, and I know for sure that the faster that I move on information that I have, the more likely I am to be able to put that information to good use. The longer I take, the less information I have, the more opportunity they have to move, and the last thing that I want is to be the one caught surprised. Now, I peek down this hallway, and I don't see anybody. However, just about here, I start hearing some wood, so I'm thinking that he might be in that room to the right at the end of the hallway. However, upon later inspection, you see that I start taking shots from the planter, and I didn't see him there because he was pretty hidden. Try this again. But he's proned out right behind the couch right here. It's actually a really good position for him to be in, and had he hit his shot, this play might have not went as well as I would have hoped. So it might have been smarter to toss a nade around the corner. However, I heard the wood, so I thought he was in a room, and I didn't think a nade was necessary. Obviously, now I know that if I was hearing wood here, and there's a guy prone here, that there has to be at least two of them. So I get lucky that he misses his shots. Toss a nade around the corner. Make sure to peek through your nade. If you're not afraid of your nade hitting you, you toss it far enough, peeking through your nade is a huge advantage because they have to move, and you don't. So you might be able to get the angle on them and shoot them while they're trying to rotate away from your grenade. I decide to push through my nade knowing that there's somebody right here. Now, I make a bad play here. I make the right play, but I should say that I execute it poorly. I know that there's a guy here, and I know that this guy is rotating back from my grenade. So I know I have to push this guy right now. Otherwise, he's going to catch me in the back while I'm fighting this guy. However, I swing way too far. As you can see, I'm still sprinting here, which is definitely not the way that I would go about it if I could have, played it played it perfectly in the way that it would have went down in my mind. However, I know I have an MP7, so I can get my gun up real quick, and I'm ready to shoot him. And I get a kill, but he only gets one shot off. However, I should have been able to have that fight without him getting any shots off. If I had came around the corner like this, same way that I did, however, stopped sprinting here and had my gun up and not slow peeked, but like walked to the corner instead of full sprinting the corner, I would have been able to pre-fire for a second and got him before he shot me at all. Now, it's at this point that I know, once I kill that guy, I know that this guy thinks I'm going to have to reload or I'm hurt, and it's his time to make the move. And I need to, again, make sure that he's not the one in position doing the act that he wants to do. I need to be the one holding control of the fight. So what I decide to do is I have a second MP7. I decide it might be better not to reload, take out my secondary as fast as possible, and re-push him. So first I peeked the corner. I actually forgot I did that, and that's a really good play. I knew I only had a couple bullets left. Like I said, I knew he was going to try and push out at me. So I decided to blast a couple bullets around the corner, making sure that he doesn't push while I reload, or alternatively switch guns like I do here. Turn on the flashlight, make sure I'm on full auto, and immediately push out. Now, he did what I thought he would do. He pushed out. I was just a second too early on the pre-fire. However, because of this, he's not ready for me to re-peek it so fast because I didn't have time to reload or anything, so he's not assuming I'm going to re-peek. And I have a flashlight that I didn't have before, which throws him off even more, which allows me to get a nice, easy hip fire to his head and take down a three-man right there in a position where I really shouldn't have been able to get any of them. And that's the kind of things you need to be looking out for, right? Ways that you can take advantage of a fight that you're in a disadvantageous position, but use that disadvantageous position to create an advantage that didn't exist previously.